You are here over at our local hangout where the CRAVE team hangs out, Muse Coffee, and I'm so excited because I've always wanted to meet our special guest today, Carol Roth. Carol Roth wrote this fabulous book, The Entrepreneur Equation. This month we're talking all about packaging and what not to wear for your business, and I just feel like Carol has just hit the nail, and I wanted to hear about it.
If you're watching this, you don't know me, so my brand is all about tough love, and you saw that the front of the cover reflected that as well, with the little teacher kind of thing. Like, there's a serious tone to it, so it's all about tough love. So it's really a mix of masculine and feminine energy. And so when I originally launched my site, I actually styled this myself, and so we wanted to do the power suit, but with the pink ties. Yeah, like a little bit. It's a little askew. And that was just something, and I put that on my website, and it really took off. I mean, it resonated with people, and they remembered it, and they said, wow, I could tell immediately when I got there kind of what you were all about.
What's behind this doll?
Yeah, so there are a couple things. I'm going to back up and talk about the story of my book cover, and then we'll get into why the doll came about, because everything is tied together. One of my, I guess, gifts, strengths, and of course weaknesses, because every strength is also a weakness, is that I'm incredibly strategic. So there's very little of what I do that hasn't been pre-planned, like 5 chess moves ahead. So what happened first was the cover of the book, and this was actually conceptualized by my publisher, who said, you're going to be a brand, and we're going to put you on the cover of the book. And I said, fantastic, because nobody gets to be on the cover of their book. That's like a dream. So we did some different photo shoots, but he really wanted to do something with the Entrepreneur Equation name, a little play on that, and make the blackboard as part of it. So we looked at the different pictures, and we came up with this one. And everyone's like, yeah, it looks fantastic, it's great. So they go and they take it out, and they show it to all the buyers, the very important people who actually make the decision on whether they're carrying this book or not. And he came back, and I said, great, so what was the feedback? Waiting for lots of props and pats on the back. And he goes, well, got some bad news for you. They said, their words, not mine, she's much too attractive to be taken seriously as a business author, and we have to either ugly her up or pull her off the cover.
OMG.
Yes. But just in that feedback, so my publisher, God bless him, Glenn from Ben Bella, thank you, we love you. He said, look, it's your call. I want you to really seriously take this into consideration, because this is serious feedback, but you also know your audience, and you know what works and you know what doesn't. You're a smart business person, make the business decision. So I thought about it for about 3 seconds, and I said, hell to the no. I'm going with this. I'm not going to let them talk me out of that. One was just a stand for women. I was like, you would never tell John that he was too handsome to be taken seriously as a business author. I'm sorry, too good looking, get off your cover. Yeah. So I just felt like it was BS to say that to a woman. But I also had another intention, and that was something that I was telling you before. It's called the WTF factor, the what the F factor. And when you think about the marketplace that we're in today, it is so ultra competitive. And the hardest thing it is to do is to get somebody's attention. That's the hardest thing that you can possibly do. And so when you have all these books out there that have these kind of basic covers, and they all look exactly the same, I wanted something that stopped you and go, what is that? That's totally different than all the other business books that are on the shelf. So then, of course,
you stopped us with this.
Well, and so then that dovetails into this. Yeah. So then it's like, well, what can I do that would be the biggest FU possible to these people who told me I was too attractive to be taken seriously as a business author? Oh, and by the way, again, more clever WTF, because when I send this out to press and to the media, I want something that's going to be different than every other package. And so those sort of combination of things created the perfect storm to produce the Carol Roth Entrepreneur Equation fashion doll. It had a couple of purposes.
Oh, yes.
And it really.
And I love that you put the little
baby book.
Well, of course, she's an author, so you got to be always be marketing. If you're an entrepreneur, you always have to be marketing. So you have to be with your product, and so she was going to be with the product, and so it really multifaceted.
All right, thank you so much for letting us know about the theory behind the doll and the front of the cover and just your whole branding. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.